So specific.
Listen, I want you to man smack me. You know, I want you to like shake me as a brother.
Yeah, I hear that, and I'm not sure what it is you need to do. I have it.
Well, make it up. You don't need to know the right answer. All that matters is that you just. I need just to said in the most abstract sense. I need pounding energy. I need thunderous kind of poundy, shaky energy. You know, shake me up energy. Whatever form that comes in, it doesn't matter what you say almost at all. What I'm needing is that quality from you. Do you have? So what I'm asking you to do is, even if it makes you uncomfortable, to kind of like smack me around a little bit. Does it make sense that
okay.
I would? Why I'd want that?
It does make sense. It does make sense. I don't know. It does make sense. I don't know what to say. It's something like, you need to go back into your family responsible world, and you need to make it work in a way that both respects your responsibilities and respects who you are. So go home and stay there. Go home and stay there.
Good.
Stop escaping. Stop escaping and stay there for a while.
Right.
Until you know what the way forward is for you.
Good. I like it. So I'm gonna.
The right answer is, anyway.
No, that was perfect. It's like the words don't matter. On a scale of 1 to 10, you were like man-slapping me at like a 6 or a 7. But that's more than I'm used to getting from you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I'm happy to pull you into that uncomfortable place, you know? Mm-hmm. You know, it's like stop being a bitch, you know? Like go home and I want you to stop drinking coffee and stop drinking alcohol and quit trying to run away from everything and create your adventure at home, you know? Stop crying. You know, it's not becoming, you know? That's not you, man, you know, as far as the way I know you. Mm. So I don't need to be right as your coach. What do you think of everything I just said to you? Mm. You know, and just testing it out, you know. and just know that when you have as much trust as you have with me and I have with you, you could say anything. Anything. And it may not be your style, by the way. I know that, you know, I'm just attempting to push your edges or whatever. And so, you know, I totally respect your style and honor that and all that. I'm just, yeah, you know what I'm up to.
Yeah.
So I want to do something. In a way, I want to go backwards just for a second. What was the little A?
It was to explore what's going on with you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to answer my own kind of anatomy of a coaching call question. From where you are now, what do you know about where you're at right now? So I'm just going to go ahead and answer that question just to kind of honor that structure. I know that I want to create right now. I know that I need to do some physical activity. I think, you know, there's so much good going on in my house right now. I'm like so grateful. Wow, I almost came to tears when I just plugged into that. Like there is so much like precious good energy in my house right now. And I just need to stay on my spiritual practice, but there's also this creative unboundedness that needs to happen. It's just not happening. I need to go home and make art, you know, like something really, I need to build with my whole body, like, or work with my whole body. Full giant strokes with my arms. And it wouldn't hurt to like go hiking or something like that with a friend or with my son. That's actually what I should do is go with Isaiah. You see the power of that question, by the way, from where you are now, what's true for you about, you know, like what's going on with you, or, you know, like I just went through an adventure with the two of you and I have new information available. And didn't I just give you a bunch to latch onto as the coach? As far as like, great, so what are you going to do and when are you going to do it? Okay. So, Mitra, take, or what's your?
With what you just said?
Well, not just now, but kind of like where I was
overall.
with Gavin. Like before, yeah, it could be overall.
Yeah.
Like what's?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was really getting when you're talking to Gavin, like I was just getting this very disempowered victim mode and wanting for you to step into your power again.
I love that. If you would have told me somewhere in there, well, I sound like we have a victim on there's a victim on the radar, I would have been like, oh shit, I am in victim mode. I'm busted. Which is some of what, like kind of Gavin was expressing, go back home, like, stop being a victim. That's really the perfect word. Like, oh, woe is you. Maybe you'll go commit suicide. Oh, woo-hoo.
So I think, it was just really getting you back into that place of from powerlessness to empowerment and knowing that you can create the life that you want despite the changes.
So how would you draw me out if I'm like moaning at the bottom of the barrel? Some burning ember of anger in my blackened heart. So you're picking and you're like, this client's in victim mode. What's your response? And you don't have to clonk me, whatever. How would you handle it?
I mean, if I felt comfortable enough, I would just say straight out, like, it sounds to me like you're seeing yourself as a victim. What's up with that?
Yeah. Good. Yeah, so let me actually sit with that. Yeah, it's such a powerful thing to hear that. It's like I am presently in a headspace where I'm not in control, where I'm out of choice or something. So I'm in the perspective of the victim, like, oh, there's nothing I can do, I'm trapped, that whole, and that's perspective. It's like, oh, well, I don't want that. And then probably the question is, great, so what do you want? Which, when I was at the bottom of the barrel and I was moaning and all that stuff, that's a good time to tie back, by the way. From where you are now, what do you know about, blah, 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 because that's probably the nadir or the bottom of the barrel, like the bottom of the dissonance in this session. And so you can get some information from there about the little a. And then you can say, wow, it sounds like you're a victim. Like, how do you want to be about this? Or what do you think of that? And, well, I don't want to be that great, so what do you want to be? And then you allow that to kind of follow. Or that could be the inquiry, like let's say if you coach for an hour. Great, so here's your inquiry. If you don't want to be a victim, what do you want to be?